3% a year. How about market losses? Let's see, we have some great advices by Warren Buffett. Only buy something you're perfectly happy to hold if the market shuts down for 10 years. And he also had this too. I always wanted to mention it. Rule number 1, because they are really easy to forget. Rule number 1, never lose money. And rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. So, market crash. What defines a market crash is a 20% or greater decline. Since 1929, 19 market crashes. Average a crash every 5 years. During an average 10-year time period, it takes 6.6 years to recover from a crash. Well, let's look at the traditional approach to the market. This is based on the index on those dates. From 2008, January, if we had $100,000 in the market, whether it's in stocks or mutual fund, whatever it is in the market, 1 year later, January 2009, is a negative 4.2% decline. What happens to the money is you will have only $58,000 left, okay? And 2010, January, is great. It's 19% gain. However, look at the real impact on your money. You only had $69,000. You only come back to $69,000. You have to make 72.5% to make up for a 42% loss. And look at this. This chart shows you if you lose the percent, 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever, and how many percent gains it takes for you to break even. So we all had, a lot of people had a loss of 40 or 50% in 2008. It takes, if you lose 50%, it takes 100% gain to get back to where you were. And what about the very top? I have seen this in a crash of 2000 when the tech bubble bursted. A lot of people lost 90% of their account. And how many percent does it take to get back? 1,000%. That's just looks so incredible. So the new approach to the market, would you like something like this? January 2008, we started with $100,000, and January 2009, the market declined 42%. And what happened to your account? You stay the same. And in January 2010, when the market returned 19%, okay, you didn't have to climb up from the basement, and you just start from right there. You gain 19% right there. Isn't it a better way to approach the market? So you don't have to wait for the market to return all the way back to make a gain. This is a comparison of the financial vehicles. We see with the traditional fixed rate and the stock market, and here is an insurance product that we used a lot in retirement planning. And look at this. Principal guarantees with a fixed with a fixed product, you have principal guarantees, and so does the insurance product, not the stock market. If you put money in the stock market, it goes up, it goes down, but there's no guarantee of your principal. Higher gain potential. The stock market has a higher gain potential, but not the fixed rate, right? Fixed rate is fixed. But the insurance product, it has the higher gain potential as well. It has a principal protection and a higher gain potential. It has tax deferral, and it has a liquidity. It can avoid probate, and it can provide lifetime income, guaranteed. How does a stock market crash affect your retirement income? Look at this chart. The blue line is an index account. Is if your money is in the market, in stocks or mutual funds, and the red line is a fixed 3% growth account. So in a normal situation, if you don't take income from this account, this is what you will have. Okay. And look at this. This is the same scenario, but you're taking 6% withdrawal each year because you're in retirement. And look what happens to the money. It goes down really fast, right? That's why the risk is more real in retirement, because you are taking an income, you are reducing your principal that is generating interests and gains for you. So how do we minimize the market risks? There is a rule of 100, which is 100 minus your current age. That means the maximum risk exposure. For instance, if I am 50 years old, 50%, half of my asset, is the maximum percentage that I can have exposed to the market risks. So need to know how much risk you can actually take. If you put all your money in a risk place, that's not investment, that's gambling, isn't it? So how to help avoid retirement setback? 1, minimize unnecessary risks. Maximize growth potential without assuming additional risks. Optimum IRA plan, such as stretch IRA. Develop a lifetime income plan. And you can change. How do we prepare for the retirement challenge? Change from a mindset of unrealistic expectations of aggressive growth